Hello my boys of class 10, how are you? Already we have finished our syllabus, but let us do some revision and let us see how the question can come in the exams. You have to start from the very beginning and prepare for yourself for SSC exam right now. Okay, so don't waste your time. Use every single moment for preparing yourself for SSC. Now I will give you a knowledge about a question from chapter set and function, how question is coming in board exams. So let us start with you. I am here, your B teacher sir. Hope that you will realize how the question will come in SSC exams or board exams, like creative questions. Okay, so I am showing you from set and function. Now here is a creative question. Fx equals to twice x plus 3 divided by x minus 3, where x is not equals to 3 is a function. First of all, in A part, find the value of function of a minus 1. B, find the inverse function of given function. And C, show that f is 1 1 and onto function. So this three questions we have to done in creative. As we know, there are 3 parts in creative question. Now let us solve the 3 part. First of all, number A, what was given? Fx equals to twice x plus 3 divided x minus 3. And we have to find out the value of function of a minus 1. As we know that from any function if we have to find out any other value, like function of x is given, we have to find out f of 2. So that x is replaced by 2. Now here we have to find out the value of f of a minus 1. That means x should be replaced by a minus 1. So in the next step, I had just replaced the x with a minus 1. You can easily find out here. Here it was x, here it was x. Now that these x are replaced by a minus 1. Now what it becomes? 2 into a minus 2 plus 3, a minus 1 minus 3. So in the next step, you can find twice a minus 2 plus 3 divided a minus 1 minus 3. So this minus 2 and plus 3 becomes plus 1, and this minus 1 and minus 3 becomes minus 4. So in the next step, it should be twice a plus 1 divided a minus 4. Now this cannot be simplified anymore. So the value of f of a minus 1 is twice a plus 1 divided a minus 4. Okay boys, so let us go to the next part. In the next part, we have to show fx, we have to find out the inverse function of x, and you can follow this procedure to find any function's inverse function. At first, what was given, I have just wrote it. Then let that y equals to fx, and what was fx actually? Twice x plus 3 x divided x minus 3. So can we write y equal to twice x plus 3 divided x minus 3? Yes, we can write. So here it is, y equal to twice x plus 3 divided x minus 3. Now the work is just multiply this denominator with this y. That means that we are doing cross multiplication. So y into x minus 3 equals to twice x plus 3. So what happens? X into y minus 3y, it becomes on the left side, and on right side it is unchanged. So xy minus 3y equal to twice x plus 3. Now what we have to do? Remember this thing. Now you have to take all the x's in one side and other parts in one side. So these are the part of x, xy and twice x. So keep it in one side and make other things on the right side. So xy minus twice x equals to 3 plus thrice a, because this minus thrice a goes on the right side and becomes plus. Twice x was plus, coming here on left side becomes minus. Now you can take x common from here, so it is y minus 2, and 3 common from here, 1 plus y, after taking the commons. Now making x the subject, that means x should be only in the left side and all other parts should be in the right side. Now there was the part y minus 2, that is multiplication with x, so that will come on the right side and becomes division form, because here it is in multiplication form. So what should be it? X equals to 3 into 1 plus y divided y minus 2. Now look at, we have changed the subject. Earlier it was subject y and all the things were expressed in terms of x. Now it is subject x and all the things are expressed in terms of y. So here it is already converted, isn't it? So do you remember the definition of inverse function? The domain becomes codomain and codomain becomes domain. Here if you can see, this y is codomain and this x is domain. So now here x becomes codomain and y becomes domain, because x is depend on the value of y right now. So this is the definition of inverse function, when domain becomes codomain and codomain becomes domain of function, that is inverse function. Look at this x, if I change this f on left side, it becomes f inverse, x equals to f inverse y. So can we write in place of x it is f inverse y? Yes, we can write. So it is f inverse y, and the thing was expressed in terms of y, that's why it is f inverse y. So what should be f inverse x? Just replace that y by x. So f inverse x is 3 into x plus 1 divided x minus 2. So that was the requirement of question B, that f inverse function of f, we have already found it. Now in question C it was said that to show the function is 1 1 and on 2. So please very careful about this and listen to the part. I think you will realize how to show 1 1 and 1 2 function. First of all, the function was given. Now let us take two elements x1 and x2 from R, and we have to take it like, if x1 and x2 are two elements, then what should be f of x1 and what should be f of x2? Just replacing x by x1 and x2, then we get two term here. Now at first we have to keep fx1 equals to fx2, because from the definition of 1 1 function we have come to know that if we take two different elements and if we find the same element, functional value is same, then it is 1 1 function. If we take similar and we find similar functional value, it is 1 1. If we take different value, we find functional different value, it is 1 1 function. If we take similar but we can't find similar functional value, then it is not 1 1. So as we have taken two different value, x1 and x2, but we are taking that f of x1 equals to f of x2, then let's see what comes. If it shows that x1 and x2 are equal, then it should be a 1 1 function. তার মানে যখন আমরা দুটা আলাদা আলাদা ভ্যালু নিয়ে তাদের ফাংশনের ভ্যালুকে সমান ধরে যদি আমরা ওই দুইটা পয়েন্টকে বা দুইটা ভ্যালুকে সমান দেখাতে পারি, তার মানে এটা একটা 1 1 ফাংশন। সো 1 1 ফাংশন দেখানোর জন্য এই রুলস আর অলওয়েজ ফলো করবে। So the value of f of x1 was, we find it here, 2x1 plus 3 divided x1 minus 3, and f of x2 was 2x2 plus 3 divided x2 minus 3. Now just put the values, then making cross multiplication, 2x plus 1 into x2 minus 3 equals to 2x2 plus 3 into x1 minus 3. Just making the cross multiplication, and now multiplication with each other, 2x1 into x2 minus 2x1 into 3 becomes 6x1 plus 3x2 plus minus 3 into 3 becomes 9. So on left side it should be 2x1 x2 minus 6x1 plus 3x2 minus 9, and right side similar thing, 2x1 x2 minus 6x2 plus 3x1 minus 9. Here it is. Now from here look at this 2x1 x2, here is also 2x1 x2, as same term on both side of equal sign, they can omit each other because both are same sign, plus plus. So if it is come on left side, it becomes minus and cancel each other. Again you look minus 9 here, and here is also minus 9, so we can also make them cancel. Now look, here it is minus 6x1 and here it is plus 3x1. So what it comes, if it goes in one side, it becomes 9x1. So I have written 9x1, and if this minus 6x2 comes on the left side, it becomes 3x2. So I have written 9x2. Now both 9x1 and 9x2, and there is equal sign. So that means 9x1 equals to 9x2, and that completes that x1 equals to x2. Already we have said if we can find x1 equal to x2 while we have taking f of x1 equals to f of x2, then we can say that it is 1-1 function. Since let f of x1 equals to f of x2 and find x1 equal to x2, now that is 1-1 function. That is the definition of 1-1 function. If every domain has a specific value or has a specific codomain and none of them are repeating, then it is 1-1 function. And for onto function, what we have to do? Already we have find inverse function, but if you are not find inverse function, that is different. Then you can find inverse function and do this on to prove the onto function. Look, from B we have find x equal to this, that means the inverse function. Now if we put this value on fx and find, by putting this value, if we find this is equals to y, তার মানে ইনভার্স ফাংশনের ভ্যালুটা যদি আমরা মূল ফাংশনে বসিয়ে ওই ফাংশনটাকেই পেয়ে যাই, দ্যাট মিনস ওয়াইকে পেয়ে যাই, যেটা ছিল আমাদের মূল ফাংশন, তাহলে আমরা বলতে পারবো যে এটা onto function. Why? Because onto ফাংশনের ডেফিনেশন ছিল যে if all the codomain is specific for only one for specific domain, then it is onto function. তার মানে both domain and codomain এর এলিমেন্টস সেম থাকবে এবং একটার জন্য একটা স্পেসিফিক থাকবে। কোডোমেইনেও কোনো এক্সট্রা এলিমেন্ট থাকবে না যেটা ডোমেইনের সাথে রিলেটেড না, আবার ডোমেইনে তো এরকম কোনো ফাংশন মানে এলিমেন্ট থাকতেই পারবে না, তাহলে তো এটা ফাংশনই হবে না। তাহলে ডোমেইন এবং কোডোমেইনের মধ্যে এই রিলেশনটা যদি আমরা দেখাতে পারি যে কোডোমেইনে এমন কোনো এক্সট্রা এলিমেন্ট নেই যেটা ডোমেইনের সাথে রিলেটেড না, তাহলেই সেটা অনটু ফাংশন হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এবং এটা প্রুফ করার জন্য এটা সবচেয়ে বেস্ট ওয়ে, inverse function দিয়ে। Okay, so we find x equal to 3 into y1 divided y minus 2. Now I just put it on fx, so I just make multiplication 3y plus 3 divided y minus 2, and the function of fx was 2x plus 3 divided x minus 3. Just replace the value of x by 3y plus 3 divided y minus 2. Now what it comes, just normal simplifying. You know how to do the addition of fraction. Look at y minus 2, just multiply with this 3, and this 2 will multiply with 2 into 3 becomes 6y plus 6 and plus 3 into y minus 2. Similarly in the denominator, 3y plus 3 minus 3 into y minus 2. So later on it becomes 6y plus 6 plus 3y minus 6 by multiplication, and its denominator is y minus 2, and 3y plus 3 minus 3y plus 6 divided y minus 2. Now just do some simplifying. Look at plus 6 minus 6 cancel each other, it becomes 9y by y minus 2, and here 3y minus 3y cancel each other, plus 3 minus 3 becomes plus 9 in the numerator. Now in a fraction, if there are two fractions and they are in division form, so what can we do? We can make them multiplication, the division convert into multiplication by alternate the fraction. That is here 9y by y minus 2, it was in the upper fraction, and in the lower fraction it was 9 by y minus 2, which alternate for this multiplication sign. Now look, in y minus 2 cancel each other, and 9 cancel each other. So what it remains? One only y. So if only y is remains, that is f of x. We found by putting inverse function, inverse value of x, we found fx. That is, for each value of codomain of f, there is a specific value in domain of f. That means the no codomain is remain left without relation with domain. So that is the thing of onto function. So we can say f is a onto function. So it is showed that f is 1 1 and onto function. So boys, just practice this kind of maths from test papers or from book, and I think your concept for domain and codomain has been cleared. Onto 1 1 function, onto function has been clear. If then also you have facing any problem, let me know. Okay boys, bye.